Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is Ryan Jacobson Weather. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. Let's get right into the forecast for today. And as you can see, there is some active weather right now across the U.S. Currently, we're seeing a small disturbance right now move through the northeast. This is bringing in some snow showers and even some snow squalls. There's a couple snow squall warnings this morning across central New York, but all of this is expected to be pretty light and only minor snow accumulations are expected from this. We're also watching a storm move across Oklahoma and portions of Texas right now, bringing rain showers and some snow showers even to the northwest side of that low pressure. This is slowly going to track east over the coming days and slowly going to meander its way across the deep south, bringing heavy rain and some thunderstorms along with it, which could add up to some places and lead to some localized flooding. And we're still watching the potential for a large storm coming into the next week, entering the Pacific and turning into a cross-country storm, bringing the potential for a large winter storm and also the potential for more severe weather. So we'll dive into that as well. So this is what the radar currently looks like. You can see there's those snow showers across central New York and the northern New England region. And there's that rain and snow shower mix across portions of Texas and New Mexico. There is a marginal risk for severe weather today, mostly led by isolated hail. We've already seen that some this morning. There's been some isolated storm reports of some hail, but no major severe weather is expected from this. I'll push this is going to this afternoon, evening. You can see some of that rain and now that some of the snow moves into northern Texas, but the rain showers continue to move to the east. This is going to the early morning hours on Sunday here. You can see that rain continues to move east. Now continue to move into Alabama, Georgia, and northern Florida. This is Sunday afternoon here. You see the low develops a little bit more, 1,009 millibar low pressure, but still pretty weak. I think Sunday evening you're going to see some thunderstorms in southern South Carolina and portions of central and northern Georgia. And it kind of just sits here. This is going to Monday afternoon, still kind of there. And then this is Tuesday, and it finally gets off the coast Tuesday morning, going into the early afternoon hours. And you can see I would expect there is a possibility for some flooding here across Georgia and South Carolina. I'll show you the rainfall totals here in a second, but it could add up as it looks like ongoing rain is expected there over the next couple of days. This is Tuesday afternoon. You can see warm across most of the country. Highs here in New York on Tuesday are supposed to reach 65 degrees, which is absolutely insane for this time of year. It's going to be really warm across most of the country this upcoming week, most likely even going into next week. Could be a minor cool down for places across the Midwest and Northeast, but I would expect this to quickly rise again. Here you go. Let me put this back real quick for you guys. This is going into Wednesday afternoon here. There's an atmospheric river. It could be a pretty strong one, impacting portions of the west. This is going to continue to the east, and this could turn into a major storm, a major cross-country storm for all of us here in the U.S. This is Thursday afternoon. You can see heavy snow and rain across portions of the west, especially the Four Corners states, as these mountains could get into multiple feet of snow as possible from this. And then you can see right when it gets out of the Rockies, it really starts to intensify. Look at this, a 970 millibar low pressure system, a very strong storm. If this happens, this would be pretty crazy. This is Friday afternoon here. Look at this wind field associated with this. Very strong winds. You see blizzard conditions here in Wyoming and portions of Colorado, and just very, very strong storm coming just right out of the Rockies. This would almost break records for how strong this could be. Again, take this with a grain of salt. We're still 6 days out on this, but the models have been consistently showing a very strong storm going into next weekend. Let me push this forward for you guys. What the GFS is currently showing. The low pressure weakens a bit, but still has that heavy blizzard condition snow on the backside. And look at this. This is where your severe weather is going to be in the warm corridor. This is Saturday, going to Saturday afternoon. And right now, there's early indications of another severe weather outbreak across portions of the deep south in the central U.S. This will continue Saturday afternoon here. And out in front of this, out in front of this front here, it's gonna get really warm. It's gonna get really warm across the Northeast going into next Saturday and Sunday, and the conditions could be nice before this major weather system most likely moves in. So this is going to Sunday morning. So right now it's looking like next Saturday could be the potential for another major severe weather day, but we'll keep you posted on that. And then Sunday, maybe some additional severe weather across the eastern seaboard, but I'm not expecting it as of now to be potentially as severe as it could be going into next Saturday. But like I said, it's still a week out, so take this all with a grain of salt. Very uncertain at this time, but a major storm definitely does look possible going into next weekend across the U.S. Here's your temperatures expected over the next couple of days. You can see this is this morning here. Let me move this forward for you guys. And this is getting into the afternoon, evening hours tonight. And you can see it is going to warm up. Look at this. This is highs tomorrow. Portions of South and North Dakota could see highs up to 65, even maybe getting close to the high 60s tomorrow afternoon, which is pretty insane. And this is highs going into Monday here. Well, look at that. A lot of the U.S. is going to be really nice conditions. Monday looks to be prime weather conditions for a lot of the U.S., especially in mid-March where you just don't see this too often. Very warm conditions expected. Now watch this, here it is. That warmer air continues to shift to the east. This is Tuesday afternoon, and we're looking at highs, like I said, here in central New York around 60, 65 degrees Tuesday afternoon. Just pretty crazy to see. And it's going to get warm. Look at Texas here. Look at highs in the mid and upper 80s, maybe some even approaching 90 degrees in southern Texas here on Tuesday. There's that little area of cold air that drops south from Canada, but it's going to quickly be, looks like, just pushed out by this warm mass of air continuing to grow across the U.S. This is going to Friday here. This is Friday afternoon. Look at this. We're still 6 days out, but southern Texas, places around this, Texas-Mexico border, approaching 105 degrees. That would be absolutely insane. That would destroy records there in southern Texas. And you're even looking at places in central Texas, over 90, between 90 and 95 degrees. So obviously this can all change, but the potential for a huge heat wave in Texas is definitely possible going into next week. Look at this. We're looking at highs here in Wisconsin, 70, 71, 72. Southern Minnesota, 71, 72 degrees. Next Friday, I said out in front of this front, it's going to get really warm across most of the U.S. You can see there is some colder air behind this. Look at filling back in. There's that storm system. This is Saturday. You're looking at highs here. Look at 67, 60s all in New York. Definitely the warmest air of the year for sure. You can see this all gets pushed out, and then some cooler air comes back into place going into Monday the 17th. But warm air is expected these next 10 days or so. So this is the Storm Prediction Center outlook, 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And as you can see, just like the models, it is showing very warm weather across most of the country, especially from the Rockies eastward. We're expecting very warm conditions. This is valid from Thursday, March 13th to Monday, March 17th. And as you can see, 80 to 90% above average across, portions of the mid-Atlantic and the northeast region, but basically anywhere east of the Rockies, again, some very warm and probably the warmest weather they have experienced all year so far. And there's that cool down, like I said, across the west. But I don't think this cool down is going to be long-lived. I think we're quickly going to see a shoot up in temperatures going into the third week of March. Here's quickly your precipitation over the next couple of days. Let me play this forward for you guys. There's that storm right now across the south, meandering eastward, slowly moving its way across the deep south here. And like I said, there you go, in Georgia and South Carolina, over 3 to 4 inches of rain is possible from this. And so just be weather aware if you live in those areas. Some minor flooding is definitely possible from this. And then this is going to Wednesday, and look at this. Most of the country, like I'm telling you, next Tuesday and next Wednesday across most of the country, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Really, that weather from the Pacific is not supposed to really start to take effect until Wednesday. But other than that, most of the country is going to be absolutely gorgeous going into the middle of next week. Here's that system going into Thursday morning here across the west, bringing possibly heavy snow and heavy precipitation across the Sierra Nevada and in portions of California. This is heading into Friday, and you can see maybe some more heavy rain possible here across the central U.S. as those thunderstorms could be stationary a bit or be training thunderstorms, which means that some areas could see very heavy precipitation in one certain area for a long duration of time. But again, I don't want to show you any more precipitation totals because after this point, this is next Sunday, it's very unknown where this is all going to set up. But I'm just showing you that the potential is there for some heavy precip going into next weekend. Here's quickly the snowfall totals over the next couple of days. You can see through central New York and the northern New England region, up to another inch or so of snow can be expected from the snow showers today. And even look at this, portions of Texas and northern New Mexico and even western Oklahoma could see a couple inches of snow from the system today. Pretty crazy to see, especially when you're talking about these areas could be reaching 70, 80 degrees in a couple of days. But snow is possible, and even up to 3, 4, 5 accumulations of snow is possible in the higher elevation of these areas, which you do not see too often in the middle of March. As I push this forward for you guys, not much expected, but look at this is going to Thursday, and then you got that snow out west, and that will track eastward. This is through Saturday afternoon. And look at this, the west could be the hot spot for snow going into next week when the Sierra Nevada could potentially be picking up multiple feet of snow from this upcoming atmospheric river. So I just thank you guys for all stopping by. Keep sure to check back for daily updates on this possible major winter/severe weather storm going into next weekend. I'll just keep you updated on that every morning. Again, I appreciate you all stopping by. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.